In the aftermath of sexual assault, many survivors experience trauma. Trauma works a little bit like this. Imagine my hand is your brain.
The wrist is the brain stem, or the reptilian brain. The thumb is the mammalian brain. And the fingers are the cortex. When we're in a state of trauma, the cortex disconnects from the rest of the brain, leaving us with only the mammalian and reptilian brain to process information.
When this occurs, survivors are put at risk for a host of different symptoms on both a physical and emotional level. But there are tools that can help survivors manage the symptoms. Here are some mindful meditation techniques to help survivors cope with challenging situations. Tool number 1, observing the breath. Find a comfortable position. You can sit or lay down. If you're out or at work, simply make sure you can keep your attention on yourself for a few moments. If you're comfortable with it, you can even close your eyes or place your hands on your abdomen or chest. Take your attention to your breath and notice anything that comes up. The length of the inhale, the length of the exhale, the quality of each, and notice if you're changing or controlling it or not. Remember that there is no right or wrong in this observation. Our breath changes according to the situation we're in. After a few rounds of breath, notice if your breath has changed. Maybe your posture changed, or your mind workings, or your mood, and maybe nothing changed. You can also add simple hand movements. With your hands on your knees or in front of you with the palms facing down, lift your hands a little higher when you inhale and lower them again as you exhale. This can also be done with the palms facing each other in front of your chest. Tool number 2, orienting in space. You can practice this simple exercise in whatever position or environment you're in, as you notice triggering sensations arising, or as a quick checking in habit. Simply open your eyes and bring your attention to what you see around you. Train your attention to move where you ask it to. Notice 2 or 3 things around you and make a quick note of what you see. Tool number 3, seeking pleasant sensation. Make sure that you're in a place where you feel comfortable exploring movement. You can be seated in a chair, on the ground, or on something that gives you some freedom to move. Start with some neck rolls. You could do full or half circles and move at the speed and range you like. Notice the tight spots and ask yourself, what can I do to make my experience more pleasant at this moment? Maybe it takes a little more or less strength, or a pause, or some deeper breaths. Anything that allows you to feel less restricted and more comfortable is the perfect tool for this moment. If you'd like, follow with some shoulder or arm circles and ask yourself the same questions. You can practice this in line for coffee, or waiting for the train, or on your lunch break. While using these techniques, find your own personal exploration of the postures and the breath. There is no right or wrong way to be in your body. Tool number 4, body scan. Find a comfortable position. If you're on the go or at work, simply make sure you can keep your attention on yourself for a few moments. You can sit or even lay down. If you're comfortable with it, you can close your eyes. First, take your attention to your head and notice if there is tension. Spend some time noticing your face, eyes, eyebrows, jaw, and see if there is tension. If there is, see if you can soften it, maybe with a little movement or a wiggle. Travel down to your neck and shoulders and notice if there is unneeded tension. If so, see if you can undo some of that tension. Then notice your arms and your hands. Keep moving your attention down and repeat the process, spending as much time as you want on each part. You might even add simple wiggles and movements if you find it helpful for your chest, abdomen, pelvis, upper and lower legs, and your feet. These tools can help you learn how to establish a connection to the self, find safety and stability in the body, and regain control through mindful movement and reconnection to the body.